Hello YouTube, and welcome back to Brewing with Magic. Well, today we're bringing you a little bit of Abzan mid-range, but before I get into today's deck, if you'll do me a favor and hit that subscribe button. It's fast, it's free, but it really helps support me, the channel, and get us out to a much bigger audience. If you also wouldn't mind leaving us a comment and rating this video. Okay, let's go ahead and get right on into it. We have, like I said, Abzan mid-range. So we're going to start off with our removal package like we normally do. We have 2 copies of Bloodchief Thirst, 3 copies of Binding of the Old Gods, and 2 Culling Rituals. This card is really neat because if your opponent goes really wide really fast, then we can just wipe their board and drop a big threat, even if it's only a 3-drop, but 4-drop, 5-drop. We've got all the different options about to come up, and we can just do a whole lot with this. Wipe their board and just have stuff going on our side. Kind of like a smaller version of Blood on the Snow, but a little different, if you will. Then in our 2-drop slots, we have 3 Luminarch Aspirant. We have 4 Lotus Cobras just to help us ramp up just a little bit. We have 2 Ranger classes. And then, going into our 3 drops, we have 2 Briarbridge Trackers. I think this is such a strong card right now. I wish I could fit more in, but we don't. We have 4 copies of Kazandu Mammoth, making our land count astronomical, but if we already have a bunch of land, we have ourselves a 3/3 creature that becomes much bigger whenever we throw a land. 3 copies of Serulf Realm Eater. This card can really put your opponent in a weird position. Not only can it just get huge, I think we have it up to a 9/9 or a 10/10 at one point, but if you just get it up to a 2 or a 3 or a 4 and your opponent thinks they've got a lot going on, you just wipe everything, but you keep your 3/3. Once again, we're in a board state to where our opponent has nothing and we have something on the board. Kind of the same thing as what the Culling Ritual does. So really neat interactions together there. Then we have in the 4-drop slot 2 copies of Feldar's Retreat. Like I said, we have a lot of land in this deck. I think the total is 29. So why not go ahead and use Feldar's Retreat, especially if you're using the cards like Field of Ruin, something where when you play it, you get the trigger, and then when you sack it, get the other land, you get the trigger again. And then we have 2 copies of Nissa. Nissa doesn't get to see a lot of play nowadays, so it's always fun when you get to play a Planeswalker that doesn't see a whole lot of play. We're using this first off to plus and get those 3/3 elemental creatures with haste. Hopefully we're attacking our opponent, but ultimately our endgame goal is to minus this and then get a whole bunch of value off that minusing because of the fact that now you're going to be throwing the creature from your hand plus another creature from your hand and or your graveyard depending on the board state. At the 5-drop slot we've got and then 2 copies of Chandrik's Silverquill. So interesting card, been playing with it, don't know if I love it yet, I might hate it, don't know, you'll have to watch the video and the summary to find out. Then at the top end we have 2 copies of Vorinclex. Ooh, when Vorinclex hits the board, it is amazing. Your opponent always forgets that their counters are either halved or not at all. And we get double counters, so if we have a Feldar's Retreat on the board, we Vorinclex, drop a land, everything gets 2 counter. It gets out of control quick. I love it so much. Then let's go into our lands real quick. We have 1 Cave of the Frost Giants just as a late game finisher. It gets around board wipes. It's a mana sink, all that fun stuff. We have 1 Plains, 1 Swamp, 2 Forests, 4 of each of the pathways on our color. We have 2 Woodland Chasms. We needed something with black and green in it, as well as we only have 1 forest, or 2 forests in the deck, I'm sorry, and we have 3 Binding of the Old Gods, so just in case we're drawing these naturally or these naturally, we needed something to be able to grab. Then we also have 4 of the Overgrown Farmlands and 2 Field of Ruins to get around those pesky opponents' creature lands and or anything else that we just need to do with the Field of Ruins, like maybe just blow it up so we get another trigger off Feldar's Retreat. So that's a deck. I think you're gonna like it. Don't forget, like I said, to stick around for the summary at the end of the video. And without further ado, let's go ahead now and get into some gameplay. What's up, Jin? Okay, Jen's first. We have 4 lands, Binding, and 2 Lotus Cobras. I mean, I'll keep it. It's interesting. They go Campus Pass, so we'll lead with a Forest. Luminarch Aspirant. Okay, it's gonna get big. So we're going Lotus Cobras. Nice. 3rd land. No snow. Skyclave Apparition. I'm gonna grab that Lotus Cobra. You got it. We'll put this out on green. Do I play the Mammoth or the Realm Eater? I guess I could trade. Either they have to make this bigger or I trade with that. Green Mammoth. I think that's the play. Next turn this goes on black and I binding. I wanted to Lotus Cobra here, but we're getting too far behind. The opponent has had amazing cards. I'll put maybe that on the Luminarch Aspirant so they can run into us again. They do. Okay. No blocks. Ouch. Slaughter Specialist, eh? Okay, so we put this out on black as we mentioned. We got to get rid of this Luminarch Aspirant. It's just out of control. And then... let's see, do I attack with this or not? Let's attack for 5. Boom, they take it. Coming with both, no blocks. Triggers here, we get a land. We'll take a Chasm. This gets bigger. Put this out on black. It's even bigger now. So the Realm Eater, Luminarch Aspirant, token on the 2/2, no attacks. Oh, I should have put it on, not the Realm Eater. Oh, man, I should have put it on the Realm Eater. I see that now. We're going to have to blow the whole board up eventually for 2, which they'll leave that open, but all we lose is the token and the Aspirant. They'll lose the slot. Oh, wait, no, they got another one. What do you have? Flying and Haste. If damage would be dealt to you or another permanent control, prevent that damage. If a spell would be done... oh, so I've got to kill this first. Oh, man, what is happening? So we got to get this up to 3 and wipe the board. Ouch! Oh, what do I do here? I put out the Vorinclex. And then we get double tokens, so we'll put them on the Realm Eater. And then no attacks. And the turn. This freaking thing in the air. I need to find a juicy card off the top. Had I put this token here, I think we'd be fine. We'd be blowing up the board on both sides. Except for we would have a Vorinclex. Problem is they get to just bring this back again, huh? So next time I can take out both of these. What's that? 6, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. I knew they were gonna... yeah, nothing with the Vorinclex. Are they coming in with the Slaughter also? That doesn't make sense. I'm confused. So I'm gonna block that. I'm confused. Something's happening. Okay. 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 Let's just destroy everything. Let's destroy everything. Let's put out the Lotus Cobra. Let's put out the Luminarch Aspirant. Let's go ahead and put that on the Realm Eater. Attack for 4. Opponent can bring back the Slaughter Specialist. That's their whole turn. 1, 2, 3, 4. They'll have 1 land left over. Pulling Ritual is not in our best interest right now. We would lose everything. Well, yeah, especially now. Oh, look at that coming on in. This has the first strike, but not the Menaces. We'll decline that. A land, huh? That is not what I wanted to see. We'll put it out on white. Doesn't matter. I'll take some green. Next, let's put the... Let's put it on the Realm Eater. Let's attack with the Realm Eater. Okay, down to 6. So we will end the turn there. They can bring back the Slaughter Specialist still. But I can just Culling Ritual and win, especially if they attack with this. Or I don't know if I win, because this isn't going to have enough tokens. It'll only be 5 damage total. Depends on when I do it. I guess I could put the token... Yeah, I don't know. It's all weird. Okay. +1/+1 counter on the 5/5. Coming in with the 5/5. I think we don't really need more land. I think I'm just chump blocking with the Lotus Cobra. That way, if they hit a Skyclave Apparition, they can't take our 2/2. They're going to hold back. Okay, they're going to pass. They're not going to attack. Are they done? Can't stay away. So I think I decline that action. Oh, come on with the land. Oh. Doesn't matter. We'll take some blue. We're at 4. So we go next, put the token on here. We swing with just that. Yeah, let's just swing with just the Realm Eater. They're gonna double block. I think they can have the Slaughter Specialist. Cool. Yep. End the turn. No, they go ahead and put it on the Luminarch Aspirant. Good play, I think. Ranger class, now that is big. Oh, I should have Cullinged first, huh? That was a mistake. Oops! I mean, we can just keep on going. So we're going to put a token on the Lotus Cobra. And then attack with the Lotus Cobra. Don't think they can afford to take it. Oh, they're scrying. Okay. Didn't see that sneaky little card. To the bottom they go. They take it. Ooh, this is close. This is close. I think this is it. Depending on what they drew. Where are you putting that token, my friend? On the Luminarch Aspirant. Got it. Don't we just win if we attack with everything? No, what if they have Cinderclasm, right? Cinderclasm and we lose right now. But then we could follow it up with a Culling Ritual, right? Yes. So let's go ahead and see what they do here. We're going to put the token counter here. I'll attack next. So if they do have Cinderclasm, they'd have to do it before this trigger right here. So we'll do it there because it's lethal either way. We're expecting a Cinderclasm. They don't have any creature lands. Vanishing Verse takes out that. They block. It's still over, right? Block. Doesn't matter if they block this and this. It's... Man, what a game. Woo! Opponent? Rosolius? Solus? Opponent. Well, opponent goes first. We have 2 lands, both black-green pathways. Luminarch Aspirant, Binding the Old Gods, Culling Ritual, and 2 Lotus Cobras. We're going to keep this. Blue, Merfolk Wind Robber. Got it. So we're going to put this out on green, and that's all we get to do. Suspicious Stowaway. Got it. Attack us for 1. We mill a card. So this goes out on black. And then we load his Cobra. We need a land off the top of the deck, I'll tell you that. I think the opponent's trying to decide whether or not they play a spell this turn or not. I don't know. There's their land. Okay. Okay. Culling Ritual off the top. Oh, we have one here. I need a land is what I need. We need a land right now. Untapped, off the top, land. Our Culling Ritual would be so big. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ugh, we could almost do a Vorinclex. Oh, well. There's white. That can give us... It doesn't really matter. So we are going to... Culling Ritual. And we'll just take all of it in green. So, we'll play a Ranger class. And a Lotus Cobra. And the turn. Memory Deluge, main phase Memory Deluge. So that's, they're not going to be doing a whole lot else. We got another Culling Ritual. I don't want to overextend since they are showing black. So let's go ahead and just get in with both of these. Let's go ahead and pump up the Lotus Cobra. Merfolk Wind Robber. I would love land. Land! There goes the Blood Chief Thirst. Down to 2 cards, or 1 card in hand. Hey, land! There is the land that we've been waiting for. Let's go with the Luminarch Aspirant. Let's pump up the wolf. Attack with the wolf. Now they have to choose to kill this wolf if they have single target removal and or deal with this Luminarch Aspirant. If they throw something big or problematic, we have the Binding. 2 more turns of lands. We get Vorinclex. We still have a Culling Ritual, and we can pump this up to level 3. So we have things we can do. Still nighttime, or went to day. Duh. One more land, and they can use Memory Deluge again. What is this card? Coming in for 1. We get the Millsies. So are they wiping the board? Wire attack with the 1. Oh. Oh. Well, they don't get much from it. They don't get much from it at all. Okay. Double bindings. Throw out a binding. Kill that trickster. Let's put the token on the wolf. Attack with the wolf. They are going to take the block. Boom! Smackdown. 4, 5, 6. I need another land for this. We don't know what this is. And I can smack him for what? 6, 7, 8, 9 next turn if they don't throw any other creatures with this binding. Okay, there's the landfall. Now they can Memory Deluge. Okay, that's main phase. 6, 7, 8, 9. So close. Oh, no blocks. So we will grab a Woodland Chasm. I think I pumped this up. We put the counters on there. We attack with just the wolf. Because it wouldn't have been lethal. Now we have a blocker. Pass it back. Nighthawk Scavenger. That is a good one, but I don't think it's enough. We will see. So a Binding of the Old Gods. We'll take out the Nighthawk Scavenger. Next, we'll put the token on the Luminarch Aspirant. We'll attack with both. Putting the token on here. They can't not block both. Okay. And we put this out as land for the Vorinclex next turn. Woo! This has been a thinker. What is this? Whenever one or more creatures die, draw. Well, it's game over, opponent. But they don't know it yet. Let's go ahead and get the Klex out there. Swing in with both of them. Put the +1 on the Vorinclex, which is +2/+2. Yes! Kumai! Let's do this. We fight. We go first with 3 lands, 2 Lotus Cobras, a Mammoth, and a Vorinclex. I'm going to keep that. We'll lead with green, pass it back. This can be black, this can be white. So we'll put this out on... we only have 1 black, no white. So yeah, let's put this out on black. Throw the Lotus Cobra, pass it back. We got a Shipwreck March. And a little green. Ooh, we got some Sultai. Infernal Grass. Infernal. I had it right. Let's go ahead and put out the... But it helps enough. Let's go with the Lotus Cobra. And let's go with the Field. We'll get some red. End the turn. I put the Lotus Cobra out. I was going to do the Mammoth, but we might need land, depending on how much removal they have. Graveyard Trespasser, huh? Okay. Ren and S7's the play, huh? Let's go ahead and put you out on white. Let's go ahead and grab a green. Play the Ren and 7. Make a token. No attacks. And the turn.
The trees are mighty.
If we get an untapped land off the top, we can throw the Vorinclex. They've got some ward here. What do you do? What? Put a +1/+1 on the tower and tap up to 1 target creature you don't control and it's... Okay. What is happening? What is happening? So... I think it's worth losing the Cobra. Nice. So let's go ahead and plus Ren. Nice. There's some lands.
Every seed contains.
We will throw out an overgrown farmland. 2-drop, right? I have to use the black if I want to throw that. So maybe I throw the Mammoth. I think I throw the Mammoth. And Bloodchief Thirst. The Ludovic. And the turn. Nice. There goes Ren. That's okay. That was a whole lot of their turn. This is untapping now. We have a Vorinclex. We have a Realm Eater. We're okay.
Our leaves
I think.
fall like tears.
Oh, shoot. I think I do the Feldar's Retreat this turn. Yeah, I do. Feldar's Retreat. Throw this out. Let's get a 2/2 cat. Let's go ahead and swing in for 6. And the turn. Egon. No blocks this turn. A land. I love it. Vorinclex the play. And we'll put this out on black. We'll give all of our creatures +1s ×2, please. And then, so they can only block the biggest creature so what's that? That's enough for lethal, right? I think that's a game. Okay, Brew Crew, that is going to do it for the Abzan mid-range deck. Interesting games, like I said. The Realm Eater can definitely get out of control. Culling Ritual definitely can put in some work. It's amazing. The only card I was really cold on was I never wanted to throw this. I don't like it. It does stuff for your opponent. There was never a mode I really wanted to give him. I don't want to lose the curve that we have, and Ren and 7 seems good enough to just throw in another 2. I could have made it 3 Rens and 3 Vorinclexes, but Ren is just so good, and your opponent's going to try to kill it as fast as possible. So even if you do have more than one in your hand, you just throw another one out and, you know, keep going. So that's the changes we're going to make. Real quick, we're going to go over what I think it is safe to craft right now. Like I've said in the last few videos, we have a brand new set coming out in just a few on 11/11. So what are we? We're 8 days out as of me recording this. Probably only 5 or 4 days out from us actually putting this out onto the interwebs, onto the YouTubes, if you will. So I don't think you should be crafting almost anything right now. I think you should be waiting. That being said, I know you're not going to listen to me, so at least at that part, hopefully you'll listen to me here. We have Culling Ritual. I don't think this is good enough to be crafting right now, wasting wild cards on a card that is very niche, so I wouldn't go wasting them on that. Luminarch Aspirant, I just don't see getting weak anytime soon. I think it's super strong. Lotus Cobra goes in a lot of decks, and it's strong. I don't know if you should be crafting them right now, but it's not going to feel bad later if you do. You're okay. Ranger class is safe to craft. Briarbridge Tracker, safe to craft. Kazandu Mammoth, go ahead, craft away. I would not craft Realm Eaters right now. They're just super niche. It's a fun card, but you don't really put it in a whole lot of things, so stay away from those. If you don't already own those, I wouldn't go crafting any of those. I probably wouldn't be spending any wild cards on Feldar Retreat or Nissa at the moment. Ren is definitely safe. Vorinclex is 50-50 for me. It doesn't see a whole lot of play at the moment, but it is an amazing card. And then, as I always say, I think lands are a safe craft, since they do go in so many different decks. So I really hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, please leave us a comment and rate it, whether it's a thumbs up or a thumbs down. Please do both. If you do one, we get 1 point. If you do the other, we get 1 point. But if you do both, we get 4 points. And I don't really even know what that means, but I know 4 points are better than 1 and or 2, and it gets us out to a bigger audience. So if you wouldn't mind helping us out there, also hit that subscribe button. It's fast, it's free, and it supports the channel. Hit that notification bell so you know whenever we have new content come out. And as always, until next time, have a blast in the arena.